As expected, Heather Wilson and Martin Heinrich cruised to victory in their Senate primaries. So we turn our attention to the tightest of the big races, Congress here in District 1.
And that is strictly a Democratic race tonight. The three Dems have been battling it out all night. It was an expensive primary and it got ugly. Here's a look at the latest numbers. Michelle Lujan Grisham, Bernalillo County Commissioner, about 1,300 votes ahead of Eric Griego, 41% to 36%. Former Albuquerque Mayor Marty Chavez trails badly at 23%. County officials have just told us a big slug of today votes are expected to come into this race any time now. These are mostly early and absentee ballots that you're seeing. They've been up since about 7 tonight. A few today votes have been added, but the big slug of today votes is expected anytime. They could be decisive. We have team coverage now on this primary. We start with Katie Kim. She is live with Michelle Lujan Grisham's camp. Katie?
Dick, Michelle Lujan Grisham just arrived about 5 minutes ago, where she immediately took to the podium to thank her supporters. She is speaking right now at the podium. Let's take a live listen in.
I'm cautiously optimistic. And while I need this enthusiasm, and we all deserve it, it is too early to declare a winner for this race. Yes. All right. So you guys ready to keep that up? All right. But I do think that people have spoken in this race tonight.
Again, Michelle Lujan Grisham addressing her supporters, saying that she is cautiously optimistic and not ready to call this race yet. Again, the latest poll numbers show that she is in a very tight race against State Senator Eric Griego. That's where we find News 13's Alex Goldsmith. He's live at Griego headquarters in Southwest Albuquerque. Hi, Alex.
Hey, Katie. It's been pretty much a party here all night, despite the early results against former city councilor and state senator Eric Griego. This has had more of the feeling of an informal summer cookout than a fancy political party. Griego has had strong support from the Democratic base, including the Occupy movement. He was his party's choice coming out of the pre-primary nominating convention. Whether he'll be the voters' choice tonight remains to be seen. The early and absentee results were not friendly for Griego, and he told me as much just a few minutes ago.
Yikes, yikes. we were hoping it was a little closer early, but we knew that we had invested most of our resources into Election Day. We've had hundreds of volunteers who've been working to get people out today, so we're hoping as the returns come in that it'll definitely tighten up.
They're hoping that they will be able to win Election Day, and the mood here is optimistic, but right now, a little more wait and see than anything. Back to you guys.
All right, Alex, it was disappointing third for the candidate with the biggest household name around here, three-term Albuquerque Mayor Martin Chavez.
I'm really proud of the campaign we've run. Well, we've had volunteers out all around town, days and days, knocking on doors, and of course we'll see how the vote actually comes in, but I couldn't be prouder of the Chavez team.
On the Republican side, former state representative Janice Arnold Jones was unopposed in this congressional primary. She has been mostly quiet as the Democrats slugged it out. Her fundraising was sluggish. She only raised a fraction of what each of the Dems did. With the expensive ad wars now coming in this congressional race, she says she's still not fazed.
You know, I'm not worried about it. You know, the money will come. What I have in the coffers are dedicated volunteers, hundreds of them, who understand that our nation is at risk and continuing to spend is not the answer.